This week has been a little unexpected. I've spent almost a week and a half now working from the road, and I wasn't planning on it. So today we're going to talk about what it's like to work from the road and the tips and tricks I've learned along the way. Let me tell you a little bit about how this week has been. I was planning on spending a couple days in Scottsdale, Arizona with my sister. So I flew to Scottsdale. We got there. We got a call from my father saying my grandfather had a stroke and he was in San Diego, California. Some little geography, that's about 5.5 hours, 6 maybe, from Arizona. So we decided we're close, let's drive there. It was an amazing time with my sister and I'm so grateful that I got to spend that time with her. We got to San Diego and we spent a lot of the time in the hospital with my grandfather and dad. We did go sightsee a little bit. We saw some seals, of course the ocean and all of that. However, the main purpose we were there was to help my grandfather. He's doing better, but any good thoughts you could send his way would be so appreciated. Then from there we had to bring my sister back to Houston, so that's where I'm at now. This is my mom's house. Pretty nice, right? So it's been kind of a whirlwind week, but at the same time, while I've been doing all of this, I still had to work. Of course, when you're traveling, you'd hope that you know ahead of time, so you can give your clients optimal warning that you're not gonna be as available as normal. However, like I said, this was totally unexpected. So on the fly, I had to be overly communicative with my clients. I feel very lucky because they were all super understanding with the situation. Still needed to get stuff done, but were a little bit more flexible with me given the current circumstance. So working from the road is a huge perk of freelancing, but it comes with its own set of challenges. You know, when you're away from your clients, they still need the work done, and if you don't get it done, they're gonna find somebody else that can. So it's really important to be overly communicative with them. So then when you're on the road, I think it's really important to have set times that you can tell your clients you're going to be available. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and find Wi-Fi from 9 to 11. If we can get all the work done then, that would be super helpful for me because otherwise I'm gonna be in the hospital with my grandfather or whatever. As most of this series is, this was a huge learning experience for me this week. Things that I learned and found helpful for me. You have to prioritize, communicate, and focus. So for instance, we were spending a lot of time in the hospital. And that time, I didn't want to be working because there were other things going on. My focus was divided. So what I did was I found a coffee shop near that had Wi-Fi. Having Wi-Fi is, of course, the #1 thing. Otherwise, it's really hard to communicate. While I was at the coffee shop, or prior to rather, I told my clients, hey, I'm gonna be here from X to Y. Let's try to get all the work done that we need then. With that being said, it's really important for you to prioritize what work you need to do first. Understand your deadlines and what your clients' expectations are. So prioritize and communicate. And then finally, set aside those moments where you can really just sit down and focus. I think working from the road, we can get really kind of scatterbrained. Like, I'll do some here, I'll do some here, which I am totally guilty of. But if you can sit down for 2 hours out of your day and just get it all done and be super focused, you are going to minimize your chance of making risks, you're going to have better communication with your clients, and your work is probably going to be a lot higher quality. Having a plan to execute your work while you're gone is extraordinarily important because even if you're not gone for pleasure, you're still in a new place and you're going to want to explore and experience everything that place has to offer. That's distracting. You need to get your work done at the same time. So be disciplined with yourself. Have a plan and say, I'm going to get up at whatever and go to the coffee shop and get this stuff done. If my clients need me later that afternoon, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make that happen. Of course, if you're going on vacation and this is a planned trip, tell them far ahead of time so that they know to plan on you not being as available. You're allowed to take vacation too, but you're not gonna get paid for it. So you just have to be overly communicative with your clients about where you'll be and when you'll be available. I mean, let's be honest, Arizona, San Diego, Houston, spending time with the family, I am not complaining, but it certainly has been a learning experience for me to keep all of my items in order. I'm looking forward to get back to Nashville and dig into work again, and I decided to do the Fort Houston thing. I just signed up for, it's month to month, so we'll kind of give it a try here, but I get to move in whenever I want, and I think they officially open April 1st. So thanks for all your feedback on that. Of course, I'll keep you updated on how that goes. And don't forget to subscribe. We always have fun things going on this channel. I am learning right in front of you, and I hope that you'll join me.